I'm Grandma Judy. I'm 78 years old, and I am having trouble with my mind. I swear to God, it's going away sometimes. I'll be in the middle of a sentence, and a word just goes away. It could be pizza. Doesn't matter what the word is, but it's usually a descriptive word or a noun. So that makes for a bit of a hassle when you're trying to do videos or just holding a conversation in general. So I'm wondering if my mind isn't just slowing down just a little bit. I hope not. But, I am 77, and I know, part of me is slowed down. I can't run as fast. I can't do as much as I did. I can't lift, I broke my arm, so I can't lift squat right now. But I was going to the gym every day before I broke my arm. And I'll be going back to the gym every day here in another 10 days. Yay, this comes off. And I shouldn't complain because this is the little cast. The first cast they put on went around my elbow and all the way down and encased all but the tip of my fingers. And it weighed like 10, 12 pounds. It was huge. And so wasn't happy about that, but they had to protect everything because I broke some bones in here and then in the fingers, and then I cracked some bones down here. I don't know. I fell 3 feet onto some concrete and rocks. Okay. My fault. Nobody else's. Can't blame anybody. But I fell, and of course, middle of the night, I was stupid. I was over at my daughter's house and decided I wanted my suitcase. It was like 9:30 and it was dark. So I just huffed right out there to get my suitcase. And I fell. Don't know why. Don't know how it happened. All I know is I was up here and then I was down there. So, I'm really very lucky because that's all I did to myself. And my doctor was very pleased because I cracked bones, I didn't shatter them. So he thinks that everything seems to be healing really well. This is my third cast. Like I said, the first one was from covered the elbow all the way to the fingertips. The second one is just halfway, just below my elbow, and came up and kept my fingers up to my first knuckles here. So I couldn't do very much. And then this is the third cast and the last cast I'm supposed to have. And that one, again, just goes right here. And looky here, I've got my fingers and my thumb. Whew, that made me feel so much better. And this will come off in about 10 days. And then they'll put a brace on. So I'm very, very lucky. And my doctor says I'm healing very fast, so I shouldn't complain. Of course, I do complain because it's in the way. I can't do the stuff I want to do. We're getting right into garden season. I can't use a rototiller. I can't even use a shovel. I know. A rake. Lift pots, lift bags of dirt. Nope, none of those things right now. But in 10 more days, some of that will change. Now, I don't think I'll be able to do a lot of weight on it right off because, it hasn't been had any weight on it or anything, so it's going to be weak. But I don't think it'll take me too long to build it back up. I know. Then I can garden all I want. And this year, I'm not going to do ground gardening. I'm going to do a lot of pots because I can move them around. It's a lot of fun. I like the bright colors. And I've got a bunch of vacations and stuff to do. And with the pots, I can put automatic drippers in them and stuff, so I don't have to rely on anybody else to come over and take care of them. Although I've got chickens, and my daughter will take care of those for me. I really enjoy my chickens, but I only have 6. I was supposed to have 6 hens, and what I ended up with was 5 hens and 1 really big rooster. And so I need a home for the rooster. I know. Mostly I just don't want to mess with hens wanting to set and fertile eggs and all of that. And 5 hens seems to supply me with more than enough eggs. That's 4 to 5 eggs a day. And it's just me and my daughters, so that's a lot of eggs. I lost my thought. See what I mean? Things just go right out. I don't know why. But I keep trying to keep going. I'm looking around going, what in the world was I supposed to be talking about next? Let's think about that a little bit. Ooh, I know what I can talk about next. I hired a 16-year-old to help me. Why? Because she's got a 16-year-old mind that's just smarter than a Cracker Jack, and she just, all these thoughts just come flooding out of her, and she's not afraid to try anything. So it's like, yay, because sometimes I'm working on the computer, and do I dare do that? And of course, I know that there's nothing you can do on a computer you can't recoup, or I knew that, and I do know it, but I still am hesitant. I don't know. She's not hesitant about anything. She's brilliant. She's gorgeous, and she is so capable. So anytime I'm talking about stuff, she goes, oh, I haven't done that before. Well, don't worry about it. We'll learn. And she does, and she just goes in and figures it out. So I'm very, very tickled about all of that. And she's going to come back for 2 days a week. She just comes for a couple of hours in the afternoon, 2 days a week now, and it's going to be for, I think, probably 4 to 6 weeks. So we can find out, help me get over this afraid to do stuff. I know. I've never been afraid to do anything in my life, and all of a sudden it's like, I don't know. Do you think I can? Oh. Well, I'm tired of playing the little old lady that's confused and tired and can't figure it out. So I just hired somebody that's young and spurky and can figure it all out, and I'm hoping she'll wear off on me. So that'll be a lot of fun. And she's fun to be around because she's just got all of these ideas and things bouncing off of her all the time. I want to do children's books. And she had, oh, that'll be fun. And she's already talking about designs and what to do. And I'm going, well, I'm thinking ChatGPT and Amazon KDP. And, oh, I've never used that before. I'll have to go home and learn that. But actually she just sat down at my computer, and in a half hour she had it figured out. I sat down at that same computer, and it took me 4 days to figure it out. I know. And then I wasn't sure. But we are going to she's going to help me set it all up so I can write children's books, and I can have fun with that. Because I have got a slew of great-grandchildren now. I know. My children are all raised up, of course, and they've had babies, and now they're all raised up now, and so they're having babies. So I got great-grandbabies everywhere because I had 5 children, and everybody seems pretty darn prolific. I know. So now I've got great-grandchildren just coming out of the woodwork. So I thought it would be fun to write some children's stories. And that's what I'm going to do. That's probably going to be my winter hobby. But I have to learn how to do it all now. And that way I don't have to be afraid not to do it. I know. Being afraid when you're old, it seems to be like a contagious thing. I don't understand it. I never had it before. But now I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. And that sucks. Because I've always been the one that was, oh, well, we'll just do it. Well, what happens if we make a mistake? Well, we'll do it over. And being around that little 16-year-old girl, she has no fear at all. And I'm really hoping it rubs off on me because I need to have the old Judy back that had no fear at all. I thank you ever so much. I'm Grandma Judy. And please like, subscribe, share, and have a wonderful time. You notice I always have to look over because I never can find the turn off button. Isn't that stupid? And it's not even old age. I think that would be happening even if I was a kid. But I thank you so much. Bye-bye.